Okay, it has happened. Apple just announced all the launch details for the Apple Vision Pro on a random Monday morning. And yeah, there is no new Apple Vision Pro event. This is very strange. Apple just basically put out a press release talking about when you can order Apple Vision Pro, which is going to be on Friday, January 19th at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then the actual release date for that is going to be February 2nd, which is also a Friday. And yeah, I want to kind of tell you what Apple announced here because they actually gave us some pricing information on lens inserts, and they also told us exactly what they are including in the box. And there was a lot of, pre-information about Apple Vision Pro, a lot of speculation about how Apple might do this launch process, and it seems like a lot of that was wrong. So I kind of want to go over what's in Apple's press release here with the Vision Pro, and then also talk about some kind of insight on my end on maybe some storage pricing tiers that Apple didn't exactly announce yet, and some other details that you need to know about if you're planning on buying an Apple Vision Pro. So let's go over exactly what this press release talked about. Now, if you go through this whole press release, basically, it is a rehash of everything that Apple talked about at their Apple Vision Pro event. They're basically just going through highlights of what the Apple Vision Pro can do. Apple is basically hyping up their own product, saying it is revolutionary. It's gonna, usher in a new era of spatial computing. Here's all of the cool things you can do on it, right? So if you've seen that Apple Vision Pro event, you're not really getting anything new here by reading this press release. The new information in this press release, though, is basically those order dates, which I kind of mentioned before, right? So basically, if you're looking to get an Apple Vision Pro, you're going to probably want to pre-order one, right? All rumors are saying these are going to be in very limited supply. People are estimating maybe only 1 million units are being made, and you might go, 1 million units, that's a lot. But when you factor in how many people there are in the world, 1 million isn't a lot. Now, the good thing is, I guess, if you're in the United States, you're only ordering against people who can order in the United States. That's the only place it's launching. It's not launching in any other country to start. So this is going to be a very limited product. But basically, you can pre-order yours on Friday, January 19th at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I would recommend getting in a pre-order. Again, 1 million units isn't a lot. I think this is going to be a very hard product to get if you're interested in getting one. I think it's going to be as hard as getting one as like the first iPhone was. So trust me, I will be putting in a pre-order right away if I can. I hope I can. Like, I'm competing against you. I shouldn't even be telling you this information. I should be purposely giving you wrong information so no one else orders an Apple Vision Pro, but I got to be honest. But yeah, I'll be there in the trenches trying to order an Apple Vision Pro, and I just hope I get one because I really do think this might not be like the most important product in Apple's product line when it comes to spatial computing. Like, I don't think this thing's going to be like a major success in Apple terms and like sales units. Obviously, it can't be considering just how limited the amount of units they have available are, but I think this is kind of like the start of a new generation of products with spatial computing. And that's why it's really exciting to me, because it's not often you're on the forefront of a new computing platform. Now, what did Apple kind of give us here with this new press release? Well, they kind of gave us some new things and also left a lot out. So basically the pricing, right? We all know when Apple did the press release, or not the press release, the announcement for Apple Vision Pro initially, they said the price is going to be $3,499. And that's it. They didn't give us any storage information about what would come with the Apple Vision Pro. Basically, all they said was it's going to come with an M2 chip. It's still coming with an M2 chip, despite the M3 being released. But now they've actually given us how much starting storage that base model will start with. And we shouldn't be surprised because this is basically an M2 Mac inside of a headset, right? And the starting configuration, like on the M2 Max, is 256 gigabytes. So I think a lot of people are going to be upset with that, right? You're paying $3,500 for like this super futuristic headset, and the storage is kind of limiting. The other strange thing is that Apple didn't announce any other storage tier pricing. So that's one of two possibilities. The first possibility is the most straightforward. There's only one SKU. There's only one Apple Vision Pro, and it's only coming in 256 gigabytes. And if you want more storage, tough luck. I think that's the worst outcome because, again, 256 gigabytes might not be enough for a lot of people. And just looking at this headset, it doesn't look like there's any way to connect things like external storage to this device. I don't know how any of that works, right? Like if you got a Mac that didn't have that much storage on it, you can get an external drive. If you got an iPad that didn't have that much storage on it, you can get an external drive, right? I don't know how that works on the Apple Vision Pro. I don't even know how you would connect an external drive while you're wearing a headset. That just sounds like an awkward process. So I imagine everything has to be stored on device. So you're probably going to want a decent amount of storage on this device. So maybe it's just so limited that Apple's like, you know what, we're only going to do 256 gigabytes. This is for early adopters. We're not going to worry about storage now. But maybe they just didn't give out the exact pricing information for these storage tiers, and that will be live once the pre-order dates go up. Or, maybe they're going to stagger release this, right? Maybe they will release the 256 gigabyte option first and then roll out additional storage tier options as they roll out this launch. But basically, I kind of just looked at the M2 pricing for storage tiers, and yeah, I think if there's going to be additional storage tiers, we can figure this out pretty easily. So basically, like existing M2 Max, we can kind of see the storage price increases. So again, the base model, 256 gigabytes, will start at $3,500. Then you'll be able to spend $200 more, theoretically, right? For 512 gigabytes, that should be $3,700. And then as you go up to additional M2 Max storage tiers, it should go to 1 terabyte, which would be $3,899. And then M2 Max basically max out at 2 terabytes. And if they're bringing that to Apple Vision Pro, that would be $4,300. So if Apple is doing additional storage tiers, that's how much I would expect them to cost. I don't see why they would cost more than what they already do on existing M2 products, because basically that Apple Vision Pro just has that M2 chipset inside of it. There shouldn't be any additional costs bringing over additional storage into that device. That would just be weird. So those are hypothetically the pricing options that I think would be there for the storage tiers if they're available on January 16th when this is available to order. Now, Apple did give out another bit of pricing information with the Apple Vision Pro, and that would be for the lens inserts, right? So basically, if you want to buy additional Zeiss optics, I think for like reader lenses, those would be an additional $100. And then if you had a prescription, like you didn't want to put on contacts, you just wanted to use prescription lenses with the Apple Vision Pro, that would be $149, which isn't too bad. I mean, it's expensive, but that sounds in line for what like a prescription lens should cost. When Apple, again, announced this initially, they basically didn't give out any information about these additional costs for like insert lenses. So $149 is not bad. Like some people were speculating like these are Zeiss lenses. Apple, when they release like additional accessories like this, love to charge like a bunch of money for it. Some people are like, maybe it'll be like $500 per lens insert. But yeah, $149 for a $3,500 product if you need a prescription, that's not bad, right? So it could have been a lot worse is basically what I'm saying. So we're happy about that. Another thing Apple included in this press release is actually what's going to be in the box. And there's actually quite a lot that Apple is putting in the Apple Vision Pro box, especially compared to like recent iPhone releases where they basically stripped everything out of the box except for the iPhone and the cable. So for the Apple Vision Pro, it's obviously going to come with the Apple Vision Pro and then a solo knit band with a dual loop. So that's actually going to give you a strap that goes like this, and then an optional top strap that goes over the back of your head. Again, Apple showed this off during the initial Apple Vision Pro announcement, but it was kind of pitched as maybe it would be optional and wouldn't be included in the box. But yeah, it's being included in the box. And I also love the name for this. What was it again? It's a solo knit band. So it kind of sounds like the naming scheme for like Apple Watch bands. And then Apple Vision Pro also includes a light seal and 2 light seal cushions, an Apple Vision Pro cover for the front of the device, so that's cool. So I guess you'll be able to put a cover on the front of the device that Apple is shipping with you. I guess you won't need like an additional case to buy to make sure that the front of the screen doesn't get scratched up. Don't forget, there's like a screen on the front of that Apple Vision Pro that like shows your eyeballs and all that stuff. So that will also be included in the box. This is really funny to me. They will be including the Apple polishing cloth in the box free of charge, which Apple separately charges $20 for on their website. So I guess they want you to clean those delicate lenses with their special cloth, which is fine, right? Like it's cool that they're including that. Like when the first iPhone release, it came with so much extra stuff in the box, and this just smacks of that. Like Apple is giving you everything you need to run the Apple Vision Pro in the box. They are not skimping on anything, including a power brick or power adapter, right? Apple is including that charger in the box. They're including a USB-C charging cable. And of course, they are including the external battery for Apple Vision Pro. Don't forget, the battery is not inside the headset. It is like hanging off. You have to like kind of like clip it to you or put it in your pocket. So the battery is completely external. It only has 2 hours of battery life. No word on additional battery pricing yet though. Like when Apple kind of announced this, it was kind of assumed like, yeah, you'll be able to buy like an additional Apple Vision Pro battery. So maybe you could have like a couple of them. And then if it runs out, you swap the battery, kind of get you more battery life. But yeah, no word on additional battery pricing yet. Now, there is something interesting here with this announcement that I think we should go over, and that is that Apple is including 2 additional light seal cushions. And I think that kind of tells us something about the ordering process that is really important. So again, when Apple kind of announced this, they didn't give that much information about how users would be able to kind of custom fit the Apple Vision Pro. Apparently, you kind of need like a custom fit for this device to kind of really immerse yourself into this product. And there was a lot of speculation that Apple was going to require customers to basically book an appointment with the Apple Store to get special light seal fits for this device. And basically, if you ordered one of these things, you would have to make an appointment with the Apple Store. You would have to try on different inserts, and then they would give you one. And that doesn't seem to be happening, and I'm glad about that. That would have been an absolute logistics nightmare, an absolute like appointment nightmare. Can you imagine all these people trying to get like an Apple Vision Pro and you have to go into the Apple Store, make an appointment? And yeah, some people don't even live close to an Apple Store, so it would really limit the customer base. So it seems like that's not happening, or at least based on this press release, it seems like everything you need to run the Apple Vision Pro is going to be included in the box. There's not going to be any sort of like custom fittings. Like there's just going to be like additional inserts to put on to kind of get the best custom fit, kind of like AirPods, right? Like when you buy a pair of AirPods, there's a couple different silicone tips in there for the AirPods Pro, I should say. And then you can pick which size fits your ear. I guess that's the same thing with Vision Pro. And yeah, it should be like that. Like I was kind of dreading that. I was like, I don't want to make an appointment with the Apple Store and go in and get it all custom fitted. That's just weird. I want to take it home, open it myself, use it, you know, get the complete Apple experience. It's my product. I don't want anyone else to touch it. But yeah, basically, that is all the information that Apple announced on this new Apple Vision Pro. It is less than 1 month away from being released. And that is just crazy to me. There's so many unknowns with this product. I can't even recommend if you should buy it or not. It might be a total flop. It might be the worst product ever. Like, I don't know. But that's exciting for me as someone who loves tech, as someone who is into this stuff. It feels like smartphones at this point are just kind of like really good and they get better every year. It's very rare that you find a product nowadays that is a complete, total unknown. And to me, Apple Vision Pro is a complete, total unknown. I have no idea what to expect for this device. I just know that I'm excited to try it. Again, if you want your own Apple Vision Pro, you got to pre-order it, I assume, on Friday, January 19th, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or you can try your luck. Maybe there'll be lines at the Apple Store again, just like old iPhone days. And that would be on February 2nd, on Friday, I guess whenever the Apple Stores open around your area. So hopefully I can secure a pre-order. If not, maybe I'll see you guys online at the Apple Store as we're all trying to rush in and get a Vision Pro. I hope that's not the case, but hey, I'm going to try and get my hands on this thing any means possible. So if you want even more updates about this product, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. If you liked this video and found it helpful and informative, make sure you give me a like. And yeah, hope you all have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Oh, and good luck ordering the Apple Vision Pro. I'm telling you, it's going to be impossible to get. I'm stressed.